News between Dalton's mayor and the village's board of trustees after multiple members did not attend tonight's monthly meeting.
I am about to address some things.
Welcome back, fight fans. Today, we're diving into the intense drama happening in the world of politics, specifically the clash between Dalton's mayor Tiffany Henyard and the village's board of trustees. After several trustees didn't attend the latest monthly meeting, tensions are higher than ever. In an unprecedented twist, footage has surfaced that could be the final blow to Henyard's time as mayor. What makes this even more explosive? The footage didn't come from an outsider or some crafty journalist. It allegedly came from her own team. That's right, Henyard's inner circle may be turning on her, and the walls are closing in fast. Henyard has been embroiled in controversy for a while now, but this recent development has turned everything upside down. Is this an ultimate betrayal from within her camp? Or is it karma catching up with her? Either way, it's looking like her days of playing the innocent victim may be numbered. Let's break down the chaos that's currently engulfing Dalton's political landscape. Recent events have seen Dalton's self-proclaimed drama queen mayor stirring up even more trouble. Tuesday night's Board of Trustees meeting was canceled due to the lack of attendance from board members. Most people would have called it a day and gone home, but not Henyard. Instead, she seized the opportunity to make a bold move, appointing a new village administrator and attorney without the presence of the board. She even brought along her lawyer to back her up, calling out the trustees for skipping the meeting. "You have to give 10 days' notice," Henyard's lawyer said, attacking the absent trustees. They didn't give any notice at all. Henyard's behavior has been getting more bizarre by the minute, and her grip on power appears to be slipping. In what some are calling a desperate attempt to maintain control, Henyard is making moves that are only raising more eyebrows. The Illinois Attorney General's office recently dealt a significant blow to Henyard's fragile reign when they declared that Dalton violated the Open Meetings Act twice during meetings in June and July. Residents had complained that Henyard's administration turned the village hall into a fortress, blocking entrances and limiting seating. Henyard's team claimed it was all done in the name of security, but the so-called threat? A single letter sent to Henyard's mother's house calling her and her mom losers. While definitely harsh, the letter hardly constituted a credible threat. To make matters worse, the letter didn't even arrive until after the meetings in question had already taken place. The Attorney General's office saw right through Henyard's claims, calling it a gross overreaction with no justification. Henyard, it seems, is hoping these theatrics will keep her in power. But with fewer than 20 people showing up to the latest meeting, even her supporters may be losing interest in this never-ending soap opera. The real shocker came when Henyard appointed a new village administrator and attorney at the meeting. For those who don't know, the village administrator position used to belong to her former right-hand man, Keith Freeman. Freeman was once fiercely loyal to Henyard, but has since found himself on the receiving end of her wrath. In a move that's raising questions, Henyard seems to be reshuffling her administration in a last-ditch effort to hold on to control. But trustee Jason House isn't buying it. He called the appointments invalid, stating that the new appointees won't be seeing a dime. "These appointments are as empty as her promises," House declared, and it's hard to argue with him. While Henyard may think she's playing chess, it looks more like a desperate attempt to hang on to power as the walls close in around her. Even former village trustee Valeria Stubbs weighed in, claiming Henyard can't appoint anyone because Freeman is still technically the village administrator. "Once there wasn't a quorum, the meeting should have been adjourned," Stubbs said. It seems Henyard's inner circle is shrinking fast, and Freeman is right in the middle of the mess. Word on the street is that Henyard turned on Freeman the moment she caught wind that he might be cooperating with the FBI in an investigation against her. Freeman, whose past isn't exactly squeaky clean, has faced legal trouble of his own. He's been hit with multiple lawsuits, including one for unlawful retaliation against employees who claimed they were fired for not supporting Henyard. To top it all off, Freeman was charged with bankruptcy fraud earlier this year for allegedly hiding assets in his bankruptcy filing. It's no surprise that Henyard distanced herself from Freeman as his legal troubles piled up. But her plan to sever ties hasn't gone smoothly. Despite her best efforts, Freeman is still clinging to his position as village administrator, and some trustees, including Chris Gonzalez, have pointed out that the board was never officially informed of Freeman's firing. Freeman's downfall picked up speed when rumors spread that he was in talks with federal investigators. Around the same time, his legal troubles were mounting, and Henyard made it clear she wanted nothing more to do with him. However, her plan to cut him loose hit a snag when the board refused to go along with it. But Henyard isn't done stirring up trouble. When the Board of Trustees didn't show up for a recent meeting, Henyard went on the offensive, claiming that the whole corruption scandal surrounding her is nothing more than a propaganda stunt designed to tarnish her reputation. "This is me making my statement," Henyard declared at the meeting. "If you don't want to hear this, there's the door." One resident interrupted Henyard's rant, shouting, "We already know you're stealing from us." But Henyard carried on unfazed, determined to paint herself as the victim in all of this. She claimed that she had become too powerful, too quick, and that her enemies were trying to bring her down. Henyard's troubles go beyond bad PR. She's been accused of shady spending habits, and residents have taken notice. Recently, WGN investigators uncovered that Henyard and her entourage racked up $67,000 in travel expenses on Thornton Township's dime over just 5 months. And when you factor in what she's charged to Dolton taxpayers, the total climbs to over $100,000. Her excuse? She claims it was all for attending conferences. Sure, Tiffany sounds more like living large at taxpayers' expense. Many believe Henyard's latest moves, including the appointment of a new village attorney, are just chess pieces in her bigger strategy to protect herself from looming legal trouble. It seems Henyard's new attorney will be paid by the village to represent her interests, meaning that taxpayer money could be used to fund her defense. It's a sneaky move, but it won't necessarily save her from the mess she's created. As things unravel, Henyard seems increasingly detached from reality. At her most recent meeting, she claimed that she has cleaned up the town of Dolton, despite the mounting allegations against her. "We came in and cleaned up the village of Dolton," Henyard said. "When we got a complaint, I told them to take care of the residents." But the truth is, Henyard's time in office has been marked by scandal after scandal. Lawsuits against her are piling up, including claims of retaliation against employees who refuse to fall in line. One particularly explosive case involves Dwayne Thrash, a former maintenance manager who says he was fired after refusing to participate in a shady scheme orchestrated by Henyard's team. Henyard has also faced backlash from an unexpected source, Thornton Township Board Trustee Carmen Carlisle.